So I've stayed at Mandalay Bay before, but this is my first time staying at the Four Seasons here in Las Vegas, which is on the property of Mandalay Bay. These are the views from, so this is the 38th floor, 39 floors total here. And I'm right next to the Mandalay Bay sign. That's pretty cool. And what I saw earlier, you look all the way to the left, that is the top of the sphere. You can see from here. So I guess they don't do much with it overnight, but it's like a giant globe. So that's kind of cool that you can actually see it from here. Looking back down, have the Vegas McDonald's liquor store, some other eateries across the way, going that way straight ahead. And I'll get this in the morning as well, but straight ahead you have the airport. You kind of don't realize how close this end of the strip is, and you know how close it is to the airport until you are this high, and then you can really see it. So you have MGM Grand across the way, this is Mandalay Bay itself. It's an MGM property. The Four Seasons and the Delano rests here as well, but those are not MGM properties. They just sit on this MGM property. Trying to zoom in on the Motel 6 over there. Oh, see the Oyo Hotel, which is kind of across from MGM Grand. I've stayed there. Would not recommend it. Used to be Hooters Hotel. I would honestly say it was a little better when it was Hooters Hotel, because you kind of knew what you were getting. You know, when you were at a Hooters property, whereas Oyo, it's like they tried to make it something that the property itself could never be without a major overhaul. They didn't really change much. They just changed the name from Hooters Hotel to Oyo, and left everything else the same. So yeah, not something I would recommend. We are right next to the Luxor. So if you go down and then across, I guess we could get to where the Luxor is. And then, so the Luxor is next to Mandalay Bay. Next to, then going that direction, you have Excalibur, and then you have New York, and then you have Mandalay Bay, MGM Grand, which is across from New York. And I actually see the tram, but it stops running at midnight, so it wouldn't be running at this time. lots of construction going on, of course. The Oakland A's are moving out here within the next few years. They have changed the location of where the stadium is supposed to be. I don't know. I was actually out here in 2013 when they announced a space for it. They tore down the Tropicana, which is the big open space in front of Oyo, and they originally said that is where the Oakland A's stadium was going to be, but I heard that they have since that it's not official, and there's a lot of people complaining about the amount of traffic that putting a baseball stadium that has 81 home games will do to the already crazy Las Vegas Strip traffic, which I can kind of agree with, but at the same time, it would be cool to have a baseball stadium. And overall, it's kind of crazy how Vegas has changed over the last decade or so, because I guess T-Mobile Arena is almost 10 years old. Mayweather Pacquiao is almost 10 years old in a couple of weeks, and T-Mobile Arena was being built at the time, but it had not opened. Otherwise, the fight would have been there. 2 years later, you have Mayweather McGregor, which did take place at T-Mobile Arena, so it was open by then. And of course, now you have Allegiant Stadium, the home of the Raiders. They had, I believe, WrestleMania was there this past weekend, and you've had big concerts there. Beyonce has performed there. I believe Taylor Swift has performed there. So that has become the biggest performance venue for artists that do the stadium tour. So, and that's about 5 years old. So you have two huge arenas that have opened up in Vegas within the last decade, and then you have more to come. And to be determined with the Oakland A's. Guess they'll be called the Las Vegas A's or the Nevada A's. With that stadium opening up at a to be determined site, but possibly here on the Strip. So, yeah, but this is a pretty cool view. I didn't even know that. Again, looking from this angle, you can actually see the top of the sphere. I did pass by it earlier today, but I want to go inside. I kind of missed an opportunity. The UFC had a event in the sphere last year, and I should have came to that, but I did not. Dana White, he said he will never do an event there. So I'm gonna blown a once in a lifetime opportunity to go there, but it is what it is. Again, that's the Oyo. Not really all that. I would pass. That's the Motel 6. I'm familiar with that area as well. There's a steak and shake, I believe. There's some big 24-hour restaurant that's over there between Oyo and Motel 6 that I've been to. But that area has undergone a lot of construction in the last decade or so as well, as has a lot of Las Vegas. But definitely, if it's in your budget, Four Seasons always top notch in terms of service. So, bye for now. I will probably give you daytime views in the morning.